Now we're going to go into a few common mistakes that we see as an app agency. The first one is not having a clearly defined value proposition. So a value proposition is an easy to understand reason for why a customer should use the product or service. It should clearly explain how a product fills a need, communicates the specifics of its added benefit, and states the reason why it's better than similar products on the market. Oftentimes, we see entrepreneurs who do not yet have a clearly defined value proposition for their app. So if you're going to build an app or you're going to have an agency work with you to build an app, you really need to know why you're building it and what sets it apart in the market. Mistake number 2 is not specifying an MVP feature set. We have often seen clients wanting to put in all the bells and whistles into an app, which costs a lot of time and money, before even getting feedback from their target audience on if the hypothesis of the product idea is correct. We should define what is the smallest feature set that should be built so that the product can be tested as early as possible with the right target audience and get feedback to fine-tune, pivot, or determine which should be the next set of features that should be built. So I like to do a brainstorm with myself or with the team, come up with everything that you may ever want to see in the app, and then put it into 2 buckets. On the left side, make the top of the table say MVP feature set, and write down as few things as possible that you can build that will still solve the core problem that you're looking to address. And then on the right side, put everything else and title it backlog. And those are going to be all the features that you'll do later on. And your backlog is going to change and it's going to evolve depending on the feedback that you're getting from your MVP. So it's very important to get an MVP out into the market and start to refine it and get some feedback on it, so that you know whether to really pour into this app or not from a time and energy and financial resources perspective. Mistake number 3 is having too high of expectations for an MVP. Again, an MVP cannot ever be at the same level as an app or website that took millions of dollars to create over time. That's not the point of it. The point of it is to get something out of your head and into the world for others to see and work with. We often get entrepreneurs that are asking, hey, can you build this app and make it like a combination of LinkedIn and Instagram? And they're expecting functionality that's going to perform at the same level as LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, without really realizing that they spent billions and billions of dollars creating these apps. So with an MVP, you can't have your expectations too high on its performance, but you can still make a pretty solid MVP and get it out into market, get it into your future customers' hands, start getting some feedback, or even start to charge them and make some revenue with your MVP. Mistake number 4 is allowing scope creep to occur without thinking of their current goal for the app. So we see that founders get very excited about what they're building and they start sliding down the slippery slope of building out more and more features that do not belong in an MVP. This can lead to major time and cost overruns. It is best to plan the features that are most important to test the idea out in the wild and stick to that feature set as diligently as you can. Mistake number 5, not correctly evaluating if they should take the code or no code path. It is important to consider that not every app can be built with no code tools. There will be times where a founder should engage with coders and times where you can go in your own direction. And to help you solve this mistake, Gabby's going to walk through a quick decision tree to help you understand whether you should make the decision to go no code, low code, or using custom code.